Hair metal ruled the radio and the back of denim jackets in the 1980s. A cornerstone of every hair band's music output was the power ballad. This was a chance for the bad guys in rock and roll to show their softer side by slowing things down and singing about the woman that they love. These were the songs you put on the mixtape for the girl who sat in front of you in history class or requested on the radio on a Saturday night. On today's episode of Prisoners of Rock and Roll, we're taking a look at our 10 favorite monster power ballads of all time. And we've got a pencil standing by in case the tape gets stuck in the tape player. Let's go.
Dreamer, but my heart's of gold. I had to run away high, so I wouldn't come home low. Just when things went right, it doesn't mean they were always wrong. Just take this song.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Prisoners of Rock and Roll, episode number 40. I'm Bruce Kramer, and I'm happy to be talking music with my two friends and co-hosts, the brothers McCusker, Ryan and Doug.
How you doing?
Are you rocking?
Prisoners of Rock and Roll is sponsored by McCusker's Tavern at 17th and Shunk Streets in Philadelphia, and our show is part of the Pantheon Podcast Network. I feel like 40 episodes is some sort of milestone.
I definitely think it is.
Yeah,
I thought we were going to have a cake or something.
It's not 50. It's not 100.
Somebody asked me yesterday, like, what number are you guys up to? I'm like, I think we're up to like 37, but 40 already? Wow.
Yeah, 40.
40.
I mean, I'm not that smart, but if I did the math, I think that means we've been doing a show consistently for a year and a half.
That's
so
great.
That's pretty
That's pretty
cool.
good.
So
Yeah.
You put out with us that long?
Yeah, really.
Even though we did take an extra week off because we had some scheduling shit going on, but hey, this isn't a job for us, right? It's something we do
all
for
fun.
fun. So
Hopefully listeners, are still with us.
yeah, and speaking of having some fun, man, talking about hair power ballads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, another thing that's been kicking around for a while, and we're like, sometimes we get a little hardcore and we get some nerd with the stuff. We're like, let's just have some fun, man.
Sure.
We did no research, there's no notes.
Yeah.
I have a major love for power ballads. Like, I grew up making my own mixtapes of like these like different ballads. I always had something for them. I don't
Sure.
know. Maybe it was like the high singing, or maybe it was the high hair.
The high guitars, like that
Yeah.
big guitar anthem solo, like the C.C. DeVille's and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. It's just great music, man. I'm listening to so much of this stuff. I'm back in middle school and high school. And
But it's like it was so much fun. Like the hair metal thing was a lot of fun. Everything about it was.
do you guys still listen to any of this stuff at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm loaded, when I'm drunk, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I listen to it a lot
No,
too.
I listened to it.
Yeah. It was funny. Like every week as we're getting ready, I'm listening to this stuff all week. And most of the time my wife she's had enough. Like, I'm down the rabbit hole. But at one point I was playing some of this stuff and doing shit around the house. She's like, this is my favorite type of music.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, all right, right
That's
on.
kinda
Like,
cool.
Right on.
yeah. And then she was judging the shit out of me of everything I was going to pick. But it was like, and I agree, man. It was like, it's a really fun trip down memory lane for me.
Like a 12-year-old in me came out.
Yeah.
It's like, this and that.
And I asked my daughter too, because she's 19.
I was going to ask you if you
and I was
asked
like,
her,
and she loves this kind of
because she's
stuff.
a rock and roller.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like somebody that didn't grow up with it. She was actually giving me her picks too.
Do you have her list?
Off the top of my head, she really liked High Enough by Damn Yankees, House of Pain by Faster Pussycat,
Nice.
and I forget what her third pick was. But,
Yeah, House of Pain, that was a really great song.
Yeah.
It didn't, I don't think it commercially like went like gold or anything like that, but we always liked that song a lot.
So, and Ryan decided to make this one difficult by saying we're only going to do 10.
Yeah.
We're going to do our top 10. I was like, but we did 6 each in the past. He's like, nope, we're doing 10. Yeah. So
it's just easier that way. We'll be here all night.
Yeah.
We'll talk about more than just 10 songs, I'm sure.
and then we put together, we were just sharing our notes ahead of time, and we were throwing around all these other songs. And we came up with a list of honorable mentions that were just a lot of stuff that I was like, oh, dude, that song is great. I love that song. So,
I remember the videos, how flashy all the videos were.
Yeah.
All the cars, all the girls.
Doug, you said the huge guitar solo was
Yeah.
part of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's some acoustic, some of the shit, man. There's like acoustic guitar, and
There's
there's like,
pyrotechnics going off.
Then like you go to the concerts and everybody had the old school cigarette lighters out. Like, you know what I mean? They'll like do that. You know, if you don't know, back in the day before you used to like wave your cell phone around.
How do I-
like?
I think our
light-
listeners
lighter.
are 40 and up. I think they remember the
Yeah.
lighter thing.
I totally. Why I forgot to put that in the little monologue at the beginning? Probably because I forgot to write it ahead of time, and I banged it out when we got
Yeah,
here.
you
You did it great. It was awesome.
I hit record and I was like, "Wait, shit! There's just a blank in my notes here." But I totally forgot that, man. The cigarette lighter, of course. I think you could even get like an app on your phone that
Yeah, there
makes it
is.
look like a
Yeah.
cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
That's weak.
Yeah.
If you're gonna
That's
do it,
weak.
you gotta light it
Yeah.
and hold it till it starts to burn your thumb.
I don't even
and-
think they'll let you in the
Probably
stadium
not.
with a lighter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bummer.
That's what you did for your favorite band to come back, man. I remember I used to stand there at the bottom of the spectrum and look around of the stadium when everybody had their cigarette lighters. No matter what it was like a big, forest of light, and it was definitely something special, more than people holding up their cell phones.
That is,
But it was really scary though. You think about all the hairspray that everybody wore back then, man. That place would have been like went up in flames.
I'll probably I'll cut this out, I think. Maybe I won't. The last time I saw something like this was at church on Christmas Eve. And at the church we go to, they hand out these little like candles. And everyone lights a candle and they sing Silent Night. It's a very cool moment. And they're very like, be careful with and a little kid turned around to look at everybody in the pew and lit the girl's hair on fire who was next to us in church.
Nice.
And you could smell like burnt hair through the
It's
entire...
not a great smell.
No,
Burnt
it's
hair.
not something in church.
Yeah.
You try not to, you're like, okay, the woman's safe.
Yeah.
You try not to laugh because you're in church. So, but anyway,
You literally say, "Holy shit!"
yeah, right. Out of all the concerts I've ever been to, I've never seen that happen except I saw it happen in church.
in church.
A kid lit some old woman's hair on fire.
He meant to do it. Little Bart
The
Simpson.
devil works in strange ways. So, all right. So I guess let's just dive in and start talking about the songs. I don't have these in any particular order. In fact, I even grouped them by the three of us.
Yeah.
So I'll just go first, man, and I'll just kind of highlight these as we go. Doug, you had "I'll Remember You" by Skid Row.
Yeah, this is a great song. I think people still like this song. You still hear it.
Yeah,
Here
dude.
we go, all over the place.
Yeah, this is a song. I think the song still stands up. It doesn't sound dated to me.
But you know what's great about Skid Row? Everybody likes Skid Row. It's like the same thing like Guns N' Roses. Guys, like biker guys to like 14-year-old girls to people like me and Ryan growing up, everybody likes Skid Row.
They're a little bit more heavier than the other hair bands.
Yeah.
Sebastian Bach was a screecher. The guitars were screechers also. They definitely had a grittier sound, let's say, more than what Bon Jovi had.
Yeah, they're a great band.
You guys really talked highly of them in the episode we
great.
did about the
Yeah.
hair bands.
Yeah,
and
Slave to
stuff
the
like
Grind,
that.
dude.
That was a great album,
great
dude.
album.
I totally remember buying that on cassette tape and blasting Monkey Business, that first track. And
Nothing beats the first album, though. There was just something about it. I think the songwriting was way better than that. Let's hear I Remember You.
all right, here you go.
Woke up to the sound of pouring rain. Wind would whisper, and I think of you. And all the tears you cry, they call my name. And when you need out of me, I came through. Paint a picture of the days gone by. When love
That's total definition of hair metal.
Absolutely.
Like hair band ballads.
It starts with the nice acoustic guitar and then just explodes and goes back down. And he's got that voice too. I mean, we can't play the whole song, but he's got that.
he
I mean,
kills
he
it.
can hit those
Yeah,
high notes.
yeah.
I hear that song, dude, and I am immedially back in high school.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
I remember the video.
the guy's like
see-
homeless and his
he's,
girlfriend
like,
dies.
walking around
and,
being a young kid, you like have no idea what these songs are about.
Yeah.
And now you're older, you're like, wow, these songs were like deep as shit. And now I get it.
A lot
and now I know what that guy walking around in the video is, reminiscing in his own head. I didn't get that as a kid.
That's a good point because like Something to Believe In isn't on our top 10. But that's another one, man. Like I love that song. I listen to it all the time. I was like, man, this is a lot deeper than you know the cigarette lighter. I love my girl.
Yeah.
Kind of shit.
Me and Ryan just played a gig at the bar with our Citywide Special band, and we did like a lot of rock and roll songs. I'm sitting here listening to song. I'm like, boy, if we would have played this song, I bet people would have ate it up because people
We didn't
were,
do any ballads.
Yeah, we didn't do any power ballads, but I think like that. If you're going to do a power ballad, like you do that in the second set, like 5 songs in, you do "I Remember You," people will lose their shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Especially the crowd at that bar bar.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Something about it just hits a nerve. Then it's party time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if the song's upbeat. The song's still there. It's still a ballad. It's a slower song in definition.
These songs either like it makes me go back to high school, or I just think of driving down the Jersey Shore, down the back roads, like through the Pine Barrens, with the radio, with the windows down, and I might even associate that with high school because that was we all grew up going down the shore. Sure. It was an hour away and an hour and a half from here, and you just put on some tunes and you're getting away from your regular life for a couple hours.
I mean, this album definitely has like a summer vibe in my head. I think it was because we seen them during the summer on this tour, on the first tour that they were on, and I just maybe put the two together. No, this was actually going to be one of my picks. Because we didn't share our 3 picks until this morning, and I had this on my list. And when you had it, I was like, shit, I got to take it off. But I don't care. I was like, I'm just glad we're talking about it because it's just a great song, man. It's not. Yeah. I said I don't think it's dated. I have it on vinyl. And it sounds dynamite. Yeah. It's only like 180 grams. It sounds like a monster. I guess it's like how it's supposed to.
Yeah, dude. It's just a great song. All right, let's just keep rolling.
Let's do you, Bruce.
Me. All right. So I had "Heaven" by Warrant was
Great
one of my songs,
yeah.
and I was like, I was making changes to my picks up until like literally as we're setting up, but Warrant had 2 big ballads. They had this and "I Saw Red." I was like, they got to be on here somewhere. So.
I think this song's bigger than "I Saw Red." This is a bigger song.
I think this was the song that was more for what Janie Lane was remembered for. Yeah, everybody's like Cherry Pie. Okay, big deal, but "Heaven" in my book is a way bigger song.
I always said that. Like when he was alive, he's like, "Oh, I'm the Cherry Pie guy. That's what I'm known for." I'm like, "No, man, you're the Heaven guy."
Yeah, let's listen to a little bit of it.
Silhouetted in the back, the memories are great, but man, they're really coming back. I don't need to be the king of the world, as long as I'm the hero of this little girl. Heaven isn't too far away.
Man, Warrant was a rock band.
They were.
Dude. They were living, breathing, smelling rock stars. They didn't give a shit. They threw it all out there. They were a party band.
And I was thinking, didn't those two, like the Skid Row album and this album, come out about the same year?
It could be.
Yeah.
It might have.
Yeah.
I'll check while we're talking.
But I remember reading, I'm sorry, I was listening to Hair Nation on Sirius, and they had a Janie Lane thing on there. Like, Janie Lane, like, recorded this, like, with 2 other bands before Warrant did. Like, he had the song written and ready to go. Like, this was, like, the song that was going to, like,
I read they let him in the band. Right after they heard that song, they let him in the band.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Immediately.
They both came out in 89. Yeah. The same year. So
I think it's just something about 89 and ballads that time. I think everybody was hot. But we didn't talk about it, but we opened with Motley Crue. I think the Home Sweet Home, I think that was like the first hair band
ballad.
And then everybody jumped on that train.
Because that was a big success.
And everybody jumped on the train.
What do you think? That was like 84? When Home Sweet Home came out?
When Home Sweet
Home. Home Sweet Home on Theater of Pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe about 85.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. That might have been like the first. Motley Crue was a big, huge band, dude. They set the bar.
85.
Yeah, man. But that video was huge. Some of that was filmed in the Spectrum in Philadelphia.
Yeah. What, the Motley Crue?
Yeah, Home Sweet Home.
Home Sweet Home.
Yeah.
Why don't we just talk about it? We're here, right? Like, so we said that was going to be the 10th song. Ryan, we still got to get to some of yours, but we said we'll each pick 3. And the 10th one was Home Sweet Home by Motley Crue because that's like the flagship.
Yeah, and we are the flagship for Motley Crue.
Yeah. We are, yes.
Yeah.
We've talked about them extensively on a whole bunch of different episodes.
It's just like, we played them in our intro. I'm just not going to skip over that song.
Yeah.
It was, like I said, it was Tommy Lee's intro of piano. He's probably playing his whole life, like, do, 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 do.
Yeah.
And here's like this monster hit in this Riri's head. You know?
But that's also like, I mean, you know, as soon as you hear that, you know
You hear
what
that
that
first
is,
chord
right?
on it.
That piano part, you know what the song is.
I used to think it was really deep back in the day. Nikki Sixx was like my lyrical hero growing up.
There's still great lyrics though.
Yeah, 'cause, like when he's talking about being in between the pages and shit. What a great lyricist he is, man. He was just, for rock and roll, for what he does, he's a great writer.
Yeah. I'm skeptical what they're going to sound like when we see them.
It's
going to
be awesome.
I
think it's going to be fun.
okay. I think it'll fun. Yes, it'll be fun.
I don't have high expectations.
No, I don't either.
I have lower expectations of the women.
I don't have. Well, a lot of I don't know, man. It was like when we saw them with Alice Cooper, it was like a lot of people that showed up that looked like they had not been out of their basement since the last time Motley Crue toured.
I'm going to look good. I'm going to look good on that show. I'm going to be a stud.
Yes, it's all relative. I don't have high expectations for Vince Neil.
No, but the band's going to.
The rest of the
they're going to
band,
do their
I
thing. They're going to do what they do.
Def Leppard's going to blow them off the
Oh,
stage.
absolutely.
Yeah,
There's no doubt in my mind.
They're going to wheel up Mick Mars on a hand truck
Yeah.
and leave him there and hope he doesn't turn into dust and blow off the stage.
Yeah.
Motley Crue's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to blow everything up.
Yep.
And we're going to light Nikki on fire.
Right.
And that's the show.
Right.
And
Tommy Lee will go
has
up
He's
and
going
down.
to
drums
spin or
side.
do some drum thing.
And,
Yeah.
and Vince Neil's going to phone it in.
Yeah. I guess the older that they get, the more reliant they are on the gimmicks and all that.
Yeah.
Their movie really gave them a second life.
They did.
Sure.
That's why they came up with this tour.
You know,
It was after that movie.
absolutely.
The success of that movie.
I thought that movie was great.
Yeah.
I really liked it too.
It was definitely the Kitty City version of The Dirt, because there was some way worse
you said
shit
that
than
before.
Oh yeah,
That book was great. I read that book years and years ago, man. That book was great.
they should put that on tape.
Yeah, that would be like
The
audio.
Dirt on tape,
The
like
audio
tape.
That'd be
audio.
hilarious.
Like,
surprised
Can you imagine Tommy, bro?
that would be amazing. Be reading his book. I think Nikki Sixx is out there reading the
Heroin Diaries.
Heroin Diary. I think that's out there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
yeah. I'd buy to hear that, him just talk about it.
There is an audiobook of it.
Of The Dirt?
Yeah, of
Who-
The Dirt.
who does it?
Who reads it?
Ozzy. blah, 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 blah.
I'm definitely getting it.
I'm going to get it on vinyl.
Here's a YouTube. Here's
People say that you can't predict your future, that nobody knows what life has planned for
Is this on YouTube?
Tommy Lee.
But I
Yeah.
know
Is
that's
this like the
bullshit.
audiobook? The whole audio?
No,
No,
it's a 45-second. It's like a commercial.
Oh.
It goes much further back. I predicted my future when I was 3. In a childish effort to make louder.
This is
and
something
better
I would listen to, like
Arranged
if I wake up in the middle of the night, I would just put it on my
Well done.
headphones.
Oh, yeah. That's what audiobooks are, man.
Yeah.
You put them, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to give that a try.
Yeah,
to,
man. We came in here like no expectations, and we
Yeah.
still learn. We're still learning shit. So
Hey, man. Motley Crue will live forever.
I would listen. I totally would listen to that. I haven't. I haven't read the book yet, but it's been on my to-do list.
I think I'd rather just listen to it again than read it. I think I'd rather listen to it than watch that movie again.
Did you watch the Pamela and Tommy show?
I have not. Did you watch it? Is it?
It's fantastic.
I had missed it.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
I think I'd rather watch the Wu-Tang show.
yeah.
We have.
I missed that one.
No, it's pretty good. It's real. Dice is in
it?
it. Dice is
Yeah.
in it. He's great.
I have like a huge list of shit to watch on TV, but we totally watch the Tommy. And
You should. I think it, like, besides the talking penis and all that, like, that's kind of like, all right, this has gone on a little bit too long. 2 minutes of us talking penis.
well, if I knew there was a talking penis, I would have watched already.
yeah. Zing.
If I knew that, I wouldn't be here. I'd be at home. So, Ryan, we got to do one of your songs, man. So you had "I'll Be There for You" by Bon Jovi.
Yes, I think this is one of their underrated songs. I don't know why. It was a #1 hit in America.
Yeah.
It sold a lot of copies. You know,
I think it's a big song.
I just feel like it doesn't get its love.
Yeah, because it's not wanted. It's not living on a prayer.
Yeah.
You know.
I just think it rocks everything
absolutely.
about it. You
Yeah.
know? Can we hear a little bit of it?
Yeah, sure.
You left me drowning in my tears. more chance, girl. I'll be there for you. These 5 words I swear to you. When you breathe, I wanna be the air for you. I'll be there for you.
I think that's one of the best.
That's it. Like when you breathe, I want to be the air for you. That's like sums up like 80s hair ballad.
I saw you like holding back your laughter.
I'm just saying, you know what, dude? It made me think of we played that one clip of Dave Grohl pretending to be the dude from Creed.
Yeah.
It sounded like that, just like that, like just over the top. I
think, but that's what it is. It's over the top. I think that's what hair band shit was about.
That's what all the right.
You know, being over the top, having the over the top hair, being so like, I don't know. I thought Bon Jovi had such a bluesy sound to them.
Absolutely.
You know, Sambor is definitely the king of swing. He nails it. I think they're nothing without him.
I didn't even have them like when we did the hairband episode. I just have them in a different category. I don't even put them in this bucket.
They have other songs. Like Doug wanted to put "Never Say Goodbye" on there, and I was like, dude, let's put other put other
bands on. Yeah.
Besides, we could put like a bunch of Bon Jovi songs on here. But that's no fun.
But you said both of you said like you both thought that this band is not in this hair band bucket. I always thought that. Like you listen to what album this song's on. It's called New Jersey. This album is from beginning to end fantastic in my opinion.
It's one of the best. It's one of the best.
It's a great rock and roll album, right?
Dude, and they toured for like 3 years on this album.
It was a major success.
Yeah.
5 #1 hits, dude.
Yeah.
Like who the fuck does that? Nobody.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like some of this stuff has got to have like an element of cheese to it.
Yeah, of course it was. That was the 80s.
But I never even put Bon Jovi in that.
Yeah.
I don't think they have that.
But they
level of
on
cheese.
top of whatever the cheese, they have good musicianship.
True. Yeah.
They really know how to play their instruments. Their drummer, that fucking hitman Tico Torres. You don't have a good band unless you have a good drummer, and he is the man.
Yeah. There's a shit ton of like the honorable mentions we put together. It's just cheese ever, and I got a couple of my own picks that I'm like, I went full on. You know, I got the block of Velveeta that I'm bringing out, but yeah, dude, I always just thought they were just I just put them in the
band from
category.
New Jersey,
Right,
dude.
classic,
A Jersey band.
The classic rock.
Yeah, but like I put them with the blue collar Springsteen lyrics.
Yeah.
Like I think all Bon Jovi songs are about hope.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
like what Springsteen talks about mostly is about hope.
Sure.
One way or another.
Yeah.
And I think that's, what is most memorable about them and this album was that whole album was about hope. You had Blood on Blood on there.
Yeah. It's a friendship song.
You know, I had a friend call me up the other night and said, I need to talk to you right now. I was like, I'm right there right now, dude. Call me right now.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Awesome. We could talk about Bon Jovi a whole episode, but
Yeah, we'll have to do another like other bands from we should just do like a New Jersey
yeah, like Southside
episode.
Johnny,
Right.
the Brown hit Beaver Brown,
Sinatra.
band. Yeah, we did a Sinatra episode.
Yeah, we did Sinatra. We did Springsteen. Shit, what's that other rock and roll band from?
Trickster.
Are they from Jersey?
They're from Jersey.
Are
Yeah,
they?
but they're I saw that on the mentioning list.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trickster's coming.
They're a great band.
What the hell's that other? Oh, Gaslight Anthem. They're from like
I don't know.
I kind of remember that.
I remember their name.
they just got back together. They're from
Yeah.
like up New Brunswick.
I kind of remember liking their music a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
nothing went off my head. Like, oh, they suck. No, I kind of remember.
Were they a
liking it.
hair band?
No, they're new. They're within the last 15 years.
Oh,
They just
okay.
got back together.
They're
they got a
having
couple.
their reunion tour. I never heard of them, and they're doing.
Oh,
got a
My
couple-
Chemical Romance. They're from Jersey.
Are
too.
they?
Yeah.
Bouncing Souls.
Yeah.
We could do a hometown. Well, we got to do something on the Philly sound of soul too. So.
That would be a great episode
Yeah.
on its own.
Yeah. All right. Onward and upward, man. So yeah, dude. So next up was Doug's pick, and that was "I Won't Forget You" by Poison. I was surprised, man, that why'd you pick this instead of some of the other Poison songs?
I remember when we were about like 11 years old, like it was our birthday, and we were allowed to pick like our first music we're allowed to pick by ourselves. So I picked Look What the Cat Dragged In, or I bought Look What the Cat Dragged In, and I bought License to Ill by the Beastie Boys. And I just love this song. This, if you were talking about like nostalgic and talking about like the Wayback Machine, this is the song for me.
Yeah, what a great like screeching intro, CC DeVille.
Yeah, CC DeVille's a great guitar player.
Yeah, he's definitely like he was a prodigy as a kid. You know, I think we were talking about he's from New York. You know, he met up with those guys later in L.A.
Because I think they had Slash. Slash even was in the band even before CC DeVille.
Tried out for Poison.
Yeah, he was just trying to be
right?
anything. Yeah, because Slash was originally from California. He's an original California kid.
Yeah,
These guys are all just coming in.
He was like involved with a million bands.
Yeah.
He like lived on the Sunset Strip, so it wasn't a big deal for him to be out like all night long trying to find gigs and shit.
I love Poison. I mean, they were my number one pick for the hair bands.
I mean, Bret Michaels, man. I know he's like cliche. He's a cliche of himself.
He is, but he's very successful though. Like he markets anything. Like he's got that Gene Simmons like friggin' bug. Like Bret Michaels. I think he has toys at like PetSmart.
Yeah,
like
he
for
does.
dogs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When they go on tour, man, do people go to see that, or do you think people go to see them because it's like, ha ha, like the joke,
I
or do
don't
you think
think
it's
so.
like I want to see
I
them?
think they have the songs.
I think it's a party. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys are going to that
Yeah.
concert, man, like this summer with that big tour, and it's a party. Like, you know, you're going to drink some beers, like, you know, the 50-plus-year-old women, they're going to like go back in time.
A lot of white girl wasted,
Yeah.
drinking
A lot of
wine.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're having a girls' night out.
Yeah.
We're
and there's
staying
Bret
up.
Michaels, you know?
I guess he's losing his hair now, but he was like, he was
He's
a good
been
looking
rocking-
dude, and he,
he's a rocker, man. He's one of our fellow Pennsylvanians. You
Yes.
know, like he's from Harrisburg.
and he still clings to that. You know, he wears the bandana. Like him and Hulk Hogan are still clinging to
rocking
the
rocking
look
that
and
look. Let's hear a little bit of it.
yeah, man. Here we go.
And think how things could have been. And when I look back, I remember some words you'd said to me. It's better to lost and love than never to love at all. I won't forget you, baby. I won't forget you. Even though I could, I won't forget you, baby.
I love it, dude.
But you know, it's great. Like, you know, if you're out there and you like this song, listen to it, because CC DeVille has an amazing guitar solo in this song.
His whole sound on the
The whole album.
The whole album. I say what I love about Look What the Cat Dragged In mostly is the production value of it.
Yeah.
It's very stripped down. And I posingly say it's almost recording in a punk rock way.
Yeah.
Of how it's the production value of it anyway.
CC DeVille's such a, like, he's a very talented guy. Like, I'm sure he's a prodigy.
I think they're all talented.
Yeah.
I don't know how seriously they take each other.
Dude, when the money starts rolling in, that's when when you start taking it serious. I think Bret Michaels is a very serious dude about his product.
I think Every Rose Has a Thorn is a serious song.
Yeah.
Like that's not that song will never die. We could have played that song. But
Sure.
we're trying to have fun here.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about the cliche.
Yeah.
But I
It's
agree
something-
with you. Like, that album, like, it's all, like, that band, like, you know, that band wouldn't be as big as they are without CC DeVille. Like, you know what I
No.
mean? He is a shredder. Like, he just, like, his sound is all over that, like, that album, all their albums.
He's much like I said. The people think of Poison as a joke. Like I don't know if he gets that. If he gets all the love that he should either. 'Cause I agree, man. I think he's a fantastic guitar player.
yeah.
But he's in Poison, and you know the first thing I think of Poison is the video for Unskinny Bop when
Right,
when
yeah,
he's
yeah,
dancing. He's got those crappy neon outlines.
Dude, that was groundbreaking. That was, like,
That's a
high
great-
tech back
Yeah.
then.
And it's a great song, but it's about them banging
Banging
fat
fat
girls
chicks.
backstage.
I'll
It's
tell you
like-
what, though, like, you know, what do you think of when you think of Poison? I honestly think of CC DeVille. The first thing I think about when I think of Poison.
But I think about him with the really high hair
Yeah.
and the trench coat, the duster, and he's running all over the stage. And, you know, it's like, it's a little clowny, but
Yeah,
it's,
Yeah, but he was kind of a clown. I mean, CC DeVille, he was always on coke.
Yeah,
he was just
yeah.
fucking running around like 100 miles an hour.
He was like that-
very annoying.
yeah,
sure.
no, he's a very annoying person, but he was all about, like, that Spinal Tap. I'm about a good time all the time.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
definitely was Spinal Tap.
and he has that kind of Muppety kind of like, like
I remember when I was a kid, I heard him talk for the first time. I was like, holy shit, that's what he sounds like. That's even cooler.
That's why he plays the guitar and he doesn't
Yeah.
sing. So, awesome pick. The playlist we put together, like all the honorable mentions. I mean, I have 3 Poison songs on here. So,
Dude, they did 2 things that were awesome. They had awesome hair and they made awesome hair ballads.
yeah. And they had great like anthems too, man.
Sure,
Like Fallen
yeah.
Angels, great.
Fallen
like,
Angels is a great song.
Yeah, they had a ton of them, and even the shit, man. I put Something to Believe in on here,
Absolutely.
and then there was the Something to Believe in 2. There was like
they made another one.
there was a rarer like it was the B-side that had a whole different set of lyrics.
Oh, really? I never heard that.
I never heard that.
See, you guys got to up your Poison game.
I thought we were all like me and Ryan were like the main Poison guys.
I always like the song "Life Goes On."
Mm-hmm.
That's a great song. Also,
Yeah. That's a great
song.
That has a great solo in it.
Yeah.
Ride the Wind. That's a great song.
Oh, Ride the Wind is awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Again, man, just driving down the shore with the windows down,
Yeah,
just
man.
rocking out.
Look at what the cat dragged in the song.
Yeah, that like you said, you think about
killer.
that, like we loosely throw around that punk word when we're talking about this,
But the
you
production- the
but you-
production of it.
But you listen to that with the cat dragged in, it's very rough.
Even like Your Mama Don't Dance and Your Daddy.
Yeah, that's
just
right.
like
Yeah,
a little
the-
like dirty kind.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's like a throwback to some old kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It's just kind of cool.
They were bluesy.
Yeah,
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 man.
yeah, yeah. It's got a bluesy vibe to
Yeah.
it. No. All right. Whose pick is I'm looking at here? I think it's my pick. All right, so we're gonna talk about Slaughter. Fly to the Angels, man.
Great song.
I love this song, man.
And I
it's-
respect the love that you have for Slaughter.
I'm probably the only one still standing that really
nah,
really like them.
man. We met them as little kids.
Yeah, we met them the same day we met Gene Simmons, so that was kind of like really cool.
Yeah,
That was
so
cool.
They were torn together, right?
yeah,
Okay,
it was a
all
hot
right,
shade
like,
tour. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you had the
No, we
fucking
just did
most
the double
awesome,
whammy.
you had the most
Yeah.
awesome day ever.
Yeah,
We
it
met
was.
both of them.
It was
Yeah.
one of the most awesome days
Dude,
ever.
but Mark Slaughter has a great voice. We were talking about it before. Like Mark Slaughter has a fantastic voice.
When you guys picked your songs to this, did you pick songs that you just really like? Like in my mind, because I like the video for the song was part of my selection.
Definitely.
Because
Yeah.
I like.
It's such a deep in my mind of like that Amelia Earhart video.
that huge hanger. I mean, I remember, dude, being in high school, I would get up in the morning and before I started my day, I would make my cereal and I sat my ass in front of the
Nice.
TV and I put on MTV.
Yeah.
And I would watch videos. Or I'd come home from school and if I wasn't going out with my buddies, I would be watching MTV.
Sure.
And I remember remember you'd get the cassette player and the shit would come on and you'd try to catch
was a
it.
VCR
like,
tape.
Yeah.
The VCR tape was
yeah.
like, I had to get this video.
Yeah,
And I
it was
just
a
thought
great
it was
video.
cool. Like the bomber
Yeah.
jackets.
and then the World War II planes and the hanger.
It was
and-
the perfect time for
and the
perfect
band's
place.
called Slaughter, and the dude's name is
Mark
Slaughter. And
Slaughter.
it's like just
And at the same time, in a Mack truck comes Kurt Cobain and runs them
it
over
just runs it all over.
and fucking tears it
tears
apart.
it
Smash the bomber
Everything
apart.
you do is stupid. Here's Teen Spirit.
This has got it's got the soaring guitar, and then he goes into like the ooh ooh ooh, like
Yeah.
the just empty shit. Just
Yeah, yeah.
They're
sing
great. They were a great musically band.
Yeah.
They definitely can hold their own.
Yeah. All right. Let's play a little bit. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit when I get into like the rock stuff. It's over the top, man, and I
Yeah.
love it.
I think there's a lot of bands that sound like Slaughter that was going on. Like, Firehouse, they were a total, just like, cookie cutter
Yeah.
kind of band. Like, here's a formula.
But
and here's band.
Do you think they all stole that from Cinderella?
No, I
Like
don't know.
I mean, because Cinderella was around before all these guys, and they're I'm sure there's a song on them on this list somewhere. But I hear like Mark Slaughter's like kind of like a Tom Kiefer kind of like feel.
I think it was the time. I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
He was
It's definitely the time.
He was the golden boy of hair metal band when he joined Vinnie Vincent Invasion. He was like, oh, this guy, Mark Slaughter, is going to be so big. He's going to be so big. He's got Vinnie Vincent.
Yeah.
And then, the Vinnie Vincent thing didn't work out, and Mark Slaughter wound up having his own band with his own record contract.
Yeah, there was something we talked about on a hairband episode around Slaughter. Like the record label bought him out, or Vinnie Vincent got booted. There's something going
Something
on.
happened,
Yeah,
but I
don't
think that Mark
remember.
Slaughter still had like time on his contract, and there's like this, and he's like, "Well, I'll just form another band." I think so. I'm not really
Yeah.
too sure, but I
Yeah.
think maybe,
It was him basically grandfathered in.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
kinda thing.
Yeah. Go back and listen to our episode we did on the top 6 hair bands of all time. The hairband countdown episode. It was in there.
Yeah, but they're a great band. That they were one of the first CDs I had.
Yeah, you were really into
You
this
know,
album.
It was rocking. I mean, I Want to Fall in Love with You was on that album.
Up All Night.
Yeah.
I can't. Off the
But
top
didn't they have
of
a
my
song
head.
called like it's a
Mad About You.
I like that song. I think it might have been on their second album.
And they were like-
a matter of fact, I'm sorry. But matter of fact, I saw something that album just celebrated its 35th anniversary or something like that.
Jesus
Something
Christ.
not the Slaughter album that we're listening to, the one after that.
Oh, great.
Yeah, or
Even
32
old.
years or
Right.
something like that.
So
Probably
those,
longer.
so those girls are the girls
yeah.
that they were singing to. If it's
Yeah,
40 years old, that
grannies.
means
Yeah,
they're
They have granny titties.
If it's 40 years later, that means they're 45 now.
Yeah.
They're
Oh no,
55.
45.
55.
Oh,
They're
okay.
55 now.
Jesus,
so they're
because
probably
I'm going to be 46.
right. All right, man. Let's just keep on rolling. I could talk about them forever. Ryan, man, the next one you had was White Line, When the Children Cry.
I think the song is, still, with it today. What children are still being, they're crying overshadowed now.
This is a band, man, I never really got into, and I got them confused with the Great White. I always got them confused.
Yeah, they were one of the white bands.
But no, I'm glad. Like, I was really glad that you picked the song, man. Like, this is a deep song. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it was so deep. It was over the heads of the hairhead.
but when we were
hair
that
band,
age when the song came out, it was like kind of like makes you think like, oh, it's not all about like this and that. Like, this is really kind of disturbing kind of like lyrics when you're like 11 years old.
Yeah,
you know,
it's talking about war and hunger and stuff that
hair bands don't want to talk. It's not about partying.
Yeah, it totally wasn't about partying at all.
But this is a big hit. This is a big song.
For a band that should have took themselves seriously, they made a really serious song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hear a little bit of
Yeah.
it.
'Cause you were born for the world to see that we're all can live with love and peace. No more precedents and all the wars will end. One united world under God.
That's some deep lyrics for Headbangers Ball.
It is some deep stuff, man, for especially everything else that we got,
I mean, even today, it kind of, stands, all the bullshit, crazy things that happen in this world. The song's still relevant. I think I don't think anybody can do it anymore anyway. Maybe on American's Idol, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, maybe.
For someone to come out and sing.
I'm amazed nobody hasn't done it.
That was always my plan. It's like, if I ever do American's Idol, I'm going to go out and do a couple bars of When the Children Cry.
Yeah.
That was my plan, but,
and this was the their biggest hit, but half the band's not on it. Right?
That's the drag for the drummer and the bass player. Just like the More Than Words.
Yeah, the extreme guys.
They work their ass off to get to a certain point, and they're not noticed at all.
Oh my God.
But they had a bunch of great songs. White Lion. They had Wait. They had Little Fighter. They had that cover of Radar Love.
Yeah. And that was a pretty big hit for them. That was on MTV a lot.
And Vito, what was his name?
I don't know, but he
was
killed it.
he was a killer.
Vito Bratta.
Yeah,
He was
he's
an
amazing.
killer.
Yeah, I don't even think that dude plays anymore. Like,
No,
I read a
he's
couple.
like one of those dudes that just was like F everything.
Yeah, I think his dad, like, he had like some kind of like illness, and then he quit music just to play, or I'm sorry, just to take care of his father. And
Sure.
I think he might own some kind of restaurant or something like that now.
Sure. I think he's out of the music business totally. It's a shame. Mike Tramp had a great voice, though.
Yeah, dude, Mike Tramp was like a what do you call it? A ski instructor. Like maybe like 10, 15 years ago.
He looks like a ski instructor.
Yeah.
One of those guys from the band, it was either the bassist or the drummer. When I was in college, my girlfriend that I was going out with lived in, she was from Nashua, New Hampshire, and I went up there with her to visit family, and we were in like a bar next to a golf course or something. And one of the dudes from White Lion was in there playing like an acoustic show by himself. Or like,
On bass, or was he playing guitar?
he was playing guitar.
Oh, okay.
And
Did
I
he play
remember
When the Children Cry?
and I think he was from there because I remember a ton of people having T-shirts. And then I remember like my girlfriend and her two sisters were at the bar afterwards, and he was like hitting on them. And I
he
came over and I
was.
said something like, "You're not even in your fucking band's like big only hit or something." Like, and I was like ripping on the dude.
That's a shame.
Or something. Yeah. So,
You're at his gig and you're stepping around on his audience.
well, he was kind of hitting on my girlfriend. So
Yeah,
I was
man.
like, I kind of stepped to him.
He was
verbally.
in White Lion, dude. He probably had those tight pants on.
He's probably still playing in that fucking bar right now. Well,
He's like him and the Goth Pro are all like trying to score with the
Young girls.
right.
the cougar, not even the cougars. What do they call them?
The MILFs,
No, the really old chicks.
the grandmoms.
Yeah,
He's doing that, and I'm spending time with you guys now.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
whose road?
Yeah.
Whose road led to
Yeah.
the right place? So yeah. So apparently, I called that guy a dick in 1997, and I was rude to Jules in like 1999.
Yeah.
I guess I was
Yeah,
like an
your
asshole
record-
when I was younger. so
your record is great.
yeah,
Maybe I should be the spokesperson for this show. Maybe Bruce shouldn't be around
I
any
shouldn't be
celebrities.
right. I shouldn't be driving
Any-
anymore.
yes.
So
Yeah.
all right. So let's just keep on rolling. Dog Man, the next song that we had up was "What It Takes" by Aerosmith. I'm really curious to hear why you picked the song.
You know what? I try not to take this episode serious because we're having fun here. But I'm like, oh, I just got to throw one song in there. Like, you know, what it takes. It's Aerosmith, dude. What else do you have to say?
If there's any true words, then this song and these lyrics, it really hits home with me. It's so truthful, man. You see that ex-girlfriend with the new diamond ring, and you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Now I got to deal with this.
This was the first
know?
album I ever bought, and it was probably the first album that I learned like front to back. I remember having my winter coat and whatever, probably a freshman in high school, man. I always had the cassette player in the pocket and had
This album was killer.
had a
huge.
couple albums that cassette tapes that I would always walk around with,
Yeah.
and this was one of them, and I knew every single song.
Let's hear that banging intro.
Yeah, dude.
There goes my old girlfriend. There's another diamond ring. And all those late night promises, I guess they don't mean a thing. So baby, what's the
It's a great song.
It's a great. It is a great song.
It's timely. You
it's-
still hear it on the radio, man.
It's
This
so
song is played.
good. It's so good. It's painful, man.
Yeah.
It
I
really is. It's painful.
I didn't even consider this a hair song.
It's
I
Aerosmith,
didn't
dude.
even think
Like,
of it.
I mean, but it's around that time. So this came out when the Pump came out,
89, yeah.
So there
What
you
a
go.
great record.
It's before Kurt came by, but Aerosmith survived Kurt. You
No,
know?
much
Yeah.
like Bon Jovi, when I said I just don't put Aerosmith in this bucket.
No.
But
of
they were
all this stuff,
before. But they were before the hairband thing, and
Yeah.
they were after the hairband.
They
thing.
invented
Yeah.
the junkie rock thing, man.
Absolutely,
You know what I mean?
dude.
Sleaze
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah,
the
sleaze rock.
whole and they were, man. They were the beginning era of Aerosmith. They were sleazy as sleaze get, man.
But then they got clean and they put two of the biggest albums out of the time. They put this out, Pump, and then they put out Get a Grip, which
And Permanent
was
Vacation before this was
yeah,
great,
yeah,
too.
Yeah,
Angel was a great song
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
We could have put that on our
Angel
list.
was on my short list
Yeah,
of like that was
This is-
something
yeah,
I put on like
yeah.
cassette tapes I made for girlfriends in high school.
I thought about putting that on there, but this is just a realer song.
That was
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I don't know if it was a ballad, but it was a slow song. Was Janie's Got a Gun?
sure. Yeah, it wasn't
A ballad.
Yeah.
That was
but
a
it was
really-
slow. What a great concept.
in the video
yeah.
of it, like
Yeah, it
really,
was-
I remember that was like I don't know, like Runaway Train by like
Soul
Soul
Style.
Style, like one of those like
It was like-
culturally aware,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
drawing attention to something.
Did
That,
you-
that song was like real. That song was a really big deal,
They had
man.
to like censor it
yeah,
Yeah,
the
because he
video
like
video
says
yeah,
she
that's
throws
right,
him
yeah.
away.
yeah.
Did you ever see the documentary they made about the Pump album? It's called like The Making of Pump.
I didn't.
It was like a home cassette,
It was
and
yeah.
like you see this video, and it's the development of Pump, and you see them doing Janie's Got a Gun for the first time, or he's just writing the lyrics, and like he's sitting there with like a piano, it's like dum down, doom down, down.
It's almost like a reality series.
Yeah.
Like
I'll have to check it out to
that.
look for it on YouTube
Yeah.
or something.
It's very, dude, when we were growing up, man, it's very educational for us because we're just trying to figure all this shit out.
We were
Like,
trying to figure out how recording was made and how records were being made, and this gave you like step by step on how to make a record.
Yeah.
Really cool.
From like starting writing songs to making demos,
Yeah.
to going into the studio and production,
Yeah.
for an album, and then
Yeah.
God help them become these.
There were
huge
there were
things.
two documentaries. There was this one and a year and a half of Metallica. And the first half, the year and a half of Metallica was all about them recording the Black Album. So those two documentary films were very educational.
That's
to
where
Ryan
we
and
went to
myself.
school.
Yeah.
They were like the two out things that we went to school for recording.
Yeah.
Was watching those things over and over and over and over again.
You know what, too, man? Even listening to this, I mean, we got our headphones on and everything. Like, I've listened to this album a zillion times. And I don't know, man. Probably the last time I listened to it with headphones on was probably when I was in high school and I had that Walkman in my pocket.
But you got slightly better headphones on now.
Marginally.
Yes, and it's digital. Like,
Right.
I know you guys talk about vinyl and all that, and I don't own any vinyl. I'm not into it. But, like, I don't think you get any better than digital. You hear everything. Like, I'm hearing the bass, and I'm like, I wonder if he came
I
up.
think
Because he's doing stuff I wouldn't do. He's hitting, like, an open E to let it ring out, and I'm like, wow, that's really deep.
I think the headphones is a different experience than earpods.
Yeah.
Like the headphones all over your tire.
Right, there's no-
Absolutely.
There's no room for anything else
Or,
in there.
You don't hear this in your car. Like, you don't hear the quality of
Right,
the
there's
car.
other shit going on, or I'm playing it through my phone, or I have some JBL Bluetooth speakers,
Sure,
but there's always something else going on. This is all I'm listening to, and it was so much like, and this has happened a ton of times doing the show where like we listen to something, I'm like, dude, it's like a completely different experience. Like, wow. And now I want to go back and I want to listen to this album with some
I'm sure it's
headphones
great.
on and just kind of sit in my.
All the
this album's great.
backgrounding and
Yeah.
shit.
Even like the piano was like real sparse, and it was kind of like
They're
here and then
Steven
just-
Tyler's so creative.
they're
Absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah.
They're great.
You should go back and watch it. I'm sure it's on YouTube, dude. I'm sure you can
I'm
find it.
gonna look for
Yeah,
it and watch it.
Awesome.
All right, man. We got 2 songs left to go. So the next song that I had, man, is "I'll Never Let You Go" by Steelheart, and I picked this just because if hair metal was like over the top, this is the most over the top power ballad.
I don't know if I know this song. Like,
It was, I don't know, it wasn't a big hit at all, but the catalogs try to make it like a big song. They put it on the Monster Ballads.
Was it a
and everything.
video and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude had really, really long hair. He was like Serbian or something.
Okay.
He was this album sold 1 million copies, probably because
Really?
of this song.
All
Yeah,
over the world.
it went
probably.
platinum.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And he was we were setting up and I mentioned him. He was in the movie Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg. When Mark Wahlberg sings,
This is the guy singing?
he's the
Wow.
guy. So
This guy's got range.
and shout.
yeah, dude, it's
No shit.
the guys. Come here, let me just play a little bit of it. And I got
I don't even know what this is.
It's got sort
I'm
like the
intrigued now.
big heavy guitar and the
Yeah.
guy's voice. Let me.
On the love you give to me. You never let me down. You're always by my side, and I'll never let you go. I will never let you go.
Bruce, you were
The
rocking
lyrics-
out there, dude.
Dude, no, when you said the Mark Wahlberg thing, the Rockstar movie, that last part, I'm like, that is that guy singing.
Yeah, that's him.
Everything about that is just over. Like the lyrics are
Over the
like,
I do remember
my
it now.
heart begins
Yeah.
to crumble.
Yeah.
Even on Spotify, man, if you type in like all the names for the band, theirs is all capital letters.
They wanted to be known Steelheart.
Right. Even that's like 80s Steelheart, and their the album cover is like Steelheart is
Is it
written
like
in
a
like
leather
rhinestones
on a leather jacket?
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I remember being
that
a back of like Metal Edge
and
magazine.
they're a one-hit wonder, but they still sold 1 million copies, and it was less than a year, or was within a year. And the album came out May 1990. By July of 91, it was
because Kirk came by and drove everybody over.
right, yeah, and ran them all over. And I have their Wikipedia page open because I don't know anything else about this band. There are 2 other things. One is he toured with Ray Manzarek and Robbie Krieger. Remember they really did like that Doors revival?
Yeah, they did
And
it.
they were
I thought the
doing-
guy from the Cult was in that.
Yeah, Ian.
Yeah, they had like Scott Stapp was in it for a while.
yeah. Oh, right.
He was. This dude was one of the guys.
No
Imagine
shit.
he was playing Jim Morrison. Like,
He's playing Jim Morrison.
you fucking imagine? We had to try to
God,
find one at a
anybody-
commercial
yeah.
break.
Please,
Imagine him singing like
anything
"Love
better.
You Madly" or something.
Yeah.
Anything better than that dude from Creed?
Oh, that's
being
right.
the
He was,
Doors.
I thought he was good in the Doors stuff. I thought he could.
Really?
I don't know. I
sing
just remember
it,
the guy
but-
from the Cult doing it. He did it for a while.
Oh,
He probably wanted too much.
Paul
What year?
Rogers.
Yeah. When
No,
did?
that was for Queen. Paul
Oh,
Rogers.
No,
Paul
but-
Rogers. Yeah,
thought
Paul
he
Rogers
did the-
Queen, and that was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 2010. He also had an incident. So, according to Wikipedia, he was on tour opening for Slaughter. And on Halloween night, he decided that he was going to climb up a rig, and a 1,000-pound piece of lighting equipment hit him in the back of the head and drove him face first into the stage.
Holy shit.
He broke his nose, broke his cheekbone, broke his jaw, twisted his spine, and now suffers from severe memory loss. And the original lineup of Steelheart never played again.
That's amazing. That's
Dude,
crazy.
You know what happened? He started watching Eddie Vedder, like
Yeah.
do the cross thing, like
Yeah.
you know, do the jungle gym
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
cross
yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
He's like,
monkey
I can
bars.
do that. I
Yeah.
can do that. Watch me hit the note.
The kids, here's the lesson for you: don't fuck around on stage.
or Kurt Cobain cut that and hit
Yeah,
him in the head
yeah.
with the rig. Really,
He's like, it's all over. I'm gonna drop myself.
He
He's
also
like, I got to get insurance.
Yeah,
Something.
yeah.
I need insurance.
Yeah, I need you.
Let me do this now.
Sorry, douche. You climbing around on top. We're not covered for that.
yeah, but it's completely over the top, man. It just every
was awesome, though.
every
I
cliche
remember
about that.
Yeah, it's this total spinal tap moment. That dude
Yeah.
had.
Oh, yeah. And I was one of the million. I had that album. I had the
Did
long
you really?
box. Oh, yeah. I had that.
After hearing it, I'm like, I do remember it now. But
Yeah.
good for you for remembering it.
Total cheese. The last song we had on here was Love Song by Tesla.
This
Tesla's
is a great song.
You guys, both of you
Yeah.
really like
They're
Tesla.
a great band.
They're. I know they're more than just a hair band.
Yeah.
But they were definitely. You know, you listen to Hair Nation and everything. They're all over Hair Nation.
Yeah.
So they're definitely a hair band. But this song was totally big to me from the first time I've heard it, and I listen to it often now. Love Song. Let's hear a little bit of it.
Yeah, dude. Here you go.
I fucking love that song.
That is a
I love
good
that
song.
solo.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dude.
I
love
like the
that solo.
chorus.
Yeah,
His voice just
Yeah.
really works with
the
that.
production value on the thing is fantastic.
Yeah, I love the video for this was
Yeah.
a live on concert footage and them jumping around on stage and being like rock stars and leaving a pint of blood on the stage.
Like how we did.
We did, Bruce. We kicked the shit out of the bar the other night.
I'm so sorry I couldn't make it down to see you
that's okay.
guys.
Dude, we rocked it out at McCusker's for the citywide special band. You know, maybe we'll be there this summer. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
We got
Yeah, that'd be
another
great.
gig coming up. But Tesla, they're more than just a hair band. They're that album, Great Radio Controversy.
I think you're
it was
right. Yeah, I
called.
think that's right. Did you ever listen to the 5-Man Acoustic Jam?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
their version of we can.
Signs.
Well, that's a.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, like we can work it out. The Beatles. I think I might have
Yeah.
brought it up before. But dude, what a great.
That's
version.
a great record. They do trucking on there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's
Yeah,
right. They do trucking on that.
Yeah, totally. That was
I
probably
think in one episode I called them like a one-hit wonder or something. Both of you were like,
no fucking way.
It was like them and Skid Row at the same time, and you guys were going to kill me.
no way. Those bands are timeless.
Yeah, really, really cool. I think that's it, man. That's our 10.
That's our
picks.
10.
So it took a little longer than we wanted it to due to some technical difficulties, but you know,
Damn it, Bruce.
we're still here. Yeah, we recorded half of this, and we ran out of storage space on our recording on our card,
And it's
we
all
didn't
Rob's
realize
fault.
it. So we're gonna play Rob. Do you guys want to hear some of that dude from Steelheart with the Doors?
Yes.
You want to hear that
No,
now?
sure.
What do you want? I got Light My Fire. I
Yes.
got Roadhouse Blues.
Light my fire. Let's really get your infection.
What the fuck is that? I want to see this fucking guy.
Is it the guy from Creed?
Is that the dude from Creed?
No, it said it's
That's that guy.
Who the hell is that?
The guy from Steelheart.
The guy.
The guy from Steel.
Yeah, the Mark Wahlberg fucking voice. They must be in the contract. If you're going to play with the Doors and sing, you have to wear leather pants.
Yeah. What else
Baby, won't you let me do? Man, he's a rock star, isn't he?
Looks like a clown to me.
He's posing like
That
Jim
sounds
Morrison.
okay. That sounds okay.
Yeah, but look at him. He
I
really
guess so.
thinks he's Jim Morrison.
He can sing. Dude, this guy can fucking sing.
Yeah. Any cover band will be happy to have him.
Absolutely. I'm sure that's what he's doing today.
He could play in our band anytime.
Absolutely. What's his name? Yashbak?
Melencho Mendez.
And that's with the Doors.
That sounds okay. I expected the...
But those dudes can get whoever they wanted to at that time.
So they don't have to pay him, so they just go with him.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, they get somebody that they don't have to pay big money. There's a lot of people out there can be Jim Morrison.
All right. So the guy can say that's like what I'm. Yeah.
We are spending way too much time on Steelheart.
Steelheart. So
holy
all right,
shit,
we can. All right.
We were talking about Tesla.
All right. All right.
All the Tesla people are like, wait a minute, what the
fuck happened?
Right. All right. You want to take a commercial break?
Sure. Yeah,
we'll
let's
come
do
back.
that.
We got some honorable mentions, and then we'll wrap up and get out of here.
All
We'll
right.
be back.
Stick around.
Prisoners of Rock and Roll is sponsored by McCusker's Tavern at 17th and Shunk Streets in Philadelphia. There's something for everyone on the beer list and the jukebox at McCusker's. It's minutes from the sports stadiums in Philly, making it a great place to stop by for a few drinks before or after a concert or a game. Come see for yourself why everyone from Philadelphia Magazine to Playboy has called it one of the best dive bars in the city. Visit them at 17th and Shunk Streets in Philadelphia or on Facebook. That's McCusker's Tavern. All right, we're back. Thanks so much for sticking with us, man. So I had a list of like honorable mentions that I put together. Maybe I'll just run. I'll just run through the list, and if there's anything you want to talk about or play, man, let's just
not like run through them. Let's like talk about them.
Okay.
Let's not just
all right.
run
So
through them.
I had Angel by Aerosmith.
Great song.
Great song.
I think we already talked about Aerosmith, so
Yeah.
I know we didn't talk about it much more, but
That song was great. Even to now, it's still.
I think it still holds up, and it's got that big soaring guitar in the beginning. Just
and this
really
could have
cool.
that could have easily been on the list.
Yeah, definitely.
it
I
was-
remember that being like very pot. Like I don't even when it came out, like 85, 86, whatever it was, and that was like around like the slippery when wet time, and this like fell into that early memories
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
like this is my first memory of Aerosmith. I think.
Yeah, besides Walk This Way.
Yeah.
I think Walk This Way was like on MTV, and then like Ragdoll and everything was on MTV. But when Angel came
was
out, that's when Run DMC was a big fucking hit. That was huge.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Oh, were they out at the same time? You think?
Yeah, Permanent Vacation and
Tougher Than Leather, whatever it was called.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're at about the same time.
Yeah.
Cinderella, you don't know what you got.
Great song.
That's
What a
an
great
awesome
song.
Yeah, let's play a little bit of
Yeah,
that.
please. Man, these songs hurt, guys. I'm hearing these lyrics and they fucking hurt.
But dude, Tom Kiefer is definitely one of my local heroes. He's a Philly guy. He's from the Northeast, dude.
Yeah.
I just have all the respect in the world for Tom.
Yeah, he's still out there doing it.
Yeah.
He has a great
well,
band.
Ryan, when we worked in the music store, he used to come in.
Yeah.
He used to come in the same goodie all the time,
Yeah.
and he would browse through the Cinderella shit to see what we had in stock.
He would like straighten his own aisle.
He
out.
would. He would straighten his own stuff to make sure it had like the card
Everything
behind
was
it with the name.
outfaced
Yeah,
for
he used to
front.
come in all the time, and nobody knew who the fuck he was.
Yeah, except for us.
Yeah, except for you and I. But
Here's Tom Kiefer.
yep, my opinion of them is definitely mellowed as I've gotten older. I
Dude, they're
thought they were a
great.
little.
I really never.
I wasn't a big fan. Like when all this
No,
stuff
they
was
were
out.
awesome. They were a
but now
blues
I'm-
band.
Yeah, they're up there with Tesla.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They were a big blues band. I mean, what's his Tom Kiefer and the duo guitar player? What's his name? He just passed away.
Jeff LaBar.
Yeah, he just passed away. I think they were a huge MTV band. They were on like 24 hours a day. They were on MTV, especially long cold winter.
Yeah.
That
Especially that song.
run, that
Yeah.
whole
Gypsy
Gypsy
Road.
Road.
Yeah.
That song. Last Mile is a killer song, but I love Heartbreak Station.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, just the album Heartbreak Station was a great record. They were more than a hair band.
No, yeah, they were definitely like bluesy, singing kind of band. So cool. Bringing on a Heartbreak by Def Leppard. They were a band I didn't consider for this at all.
When I think of a ballad for Def Leppard, I think of a song that they did on the last Action Hero soundtrack.
Was it Two Steps Behind?
Two Steps Behind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a better ballad kind of song.
I was like, I never bought a Def Leppard album in my life, but I do like Love Bites.
I can't wait to see them.
They're gonna, like you
they're
said,
gonna rock it,
they're gonna kill Motley Crue. Like they're gonna laugh every night. Like after Def Leppard plays, Motley Crue's gonna follow them. They're gonna laugh their asses off every night.
Yeah, they're gonna disgrace them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carrie by Europe.
That was
a
one
good
of
song.
That was one of the first albums I ever had.
Did it?
Yep. When we went shopping for our first albums, that was one of the first ones I had. That song sucks, but
Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't ever like
The Final Countdown. That's the album. The Final Countdown. Was on.
I dated a girl named Carrie all through high school.
Yeah.
That's probably why this was on like every mixtape I listened to. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't think she listens to this show.
Yeah, I had my own experiences.
Fucking hear the song.
Yeah.
All right, let's just move on. House of Pain by Faster
Now
Pussycat.
we gotta play a little bit of
This
this.
is a great song. I love the harmonica in the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Like the beginnings are so much better than the rest of the song. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I like the group.
I like
chorus.
I like the verse. I like the verse.
I like when he says, "I'm still talking to myself."
Yeah,
You know?
18. And then he goes in an 18-year-old, and I'm still talking to myself.
Yeah, man. I thought Faster Pussycat was a great sleaze rock band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're up there with like L.A. Guns.
Yeah, LA Guns is so much better.
Yeah.
Oh, L.A. Guns was a great. We could talk about one of their songs.
Yeah, they're on the list of honorable
But-
mentions.
Yeah.
I always thought like this was the Cats in the Cradles of the 80s. Like Cats in the Cradle.
Yeah, when Ugly Kid
They're
Joe
talking about his
covered
dad.
it.
and No. I mean, meaning like the
Oh,
meaning
the
of
actual song. Okay.
Yeah. Like,
This-
because he's talking about like, his father and this, his father's not around, blah, 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 blah,
The drummer Mark Michaels was was arrested for mailing heroin to himself on
Nice.
tour.
Good for you.
See,
the band.
you have to go light. You can't.
Criminal mastermind.
You can't do big quantities at one time, dude. You gotta
And you
do
don't
little
fucking
pieces.
UPS it to yourself in your same handwriting.
Yeah.
And he put signature required, so he literally had to sign for his own heroin. So
Well, junkies are like that
Right.
They're
smart.
creative.
Never-
I mean,
Right.
that's kind of
it's
creative.
like Ministry said, never trust a junkie.
yeah.
All right.
Damn.
Love of a Lifetime by Firehouse.
Yeah,
Slaughter Light.
That was
Diet
very
Coke
Slaughter.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You
That
like
was like
I remember
everybody.
you liking this album a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, this was like I like that. Don't treat me bad song.
Yeah, that was a good
catchy-
song.
That was a
That
catchy
was
song. It had a
catchy
catchy
hit-
riff to it.
catchy
Here's a little bit of
song.
Love of a Lifetime.
It's not the worst.
That was
No.
that was a big song.
It hasn't.
It was in everybody's prom.
Yeah, I don't think it's really held up very well.
No,
but
I like their other song, "Treat Me Bad." Better.
I do too.
Yeah, but they were like again, like that Slaughter screeching
Yeah.
voice, Steel Heart,
Yeah.
all that hair. The end of like the hair scene.
Yep.
Dude, I remember when you got this tape, our sister went to South Street, and Ryan's like, hey, can you buy me this new band called Firehouse? And she went up to South Street, and she bought Ryan by accident
Fire Hose.
And we're
Fire
like, he's
Hose.
like, what the
I was
fuck
like,
is
what the
this?
I remember that. I remember those. I remember Fire Hose.
Yeah,
They were like a weird
I-
indie kind of
I
band.
open it up and it's like a pair of balls in a jar, and I was like way over my head. It was way over my head as maybe a 13-year-old. I was like, this ain't the Treat Me Bad song.
Oh, you know who I forgot, man? Because they were initially on my list, and I changed it when he sat down. Was High Enough by Damn Yankees.
That was a great song.
I have
another-
to mention that.
Yeah, let me play a little bit of that
Definitely.
too. That's
Uncle Ted. We
Man.
should have him on the show.
Oh God.
yeah, man. Damn Yankees was like it was.
They're like a super group, right?
Yeah, the guy Tommy Shaw from Styx, Jack Blades from Night Ranger, Ted Nugent, and the drummer actually wound up playing with Skinner later in life.
Tommy Shaw is the only thing that's cool about Styx.
Yeah, dude.
He's the only thing that's cool about Styx.
They make me want to stick my head in an oven.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
But I think this song was my first exposure to Ted Nugent, to be honest with you.
Mine too. Yeah.
Like, who's
Sean,
this fucking crazy guy?
we have like Saturday nights out by my fire pit, man, and Ryan, you've come over.
Yeah,
watch
sure.
him- watch him-
Tickville, USA.
Yeah. And we watched the
Yeehaw.
Grand Ole Opry, and we always inevitably wind up watching hair metal videos, and this always comes on. It's just it's a great,
classic.
it's completely stupid over the
It's
top.
like Bonnie and Clyde.
You know what,
like,
too, though?
you know.
This is a big song. This is a really big song,
Yeah.
though.
So, Guns N' Roses is Patience a hair?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I mean,
Guns N' Roses' own thing. Like we already said
Another-
that in another
another
show.
bucket.
They're their own thing, but yeah.
Patience is definitely a ballad. If they ever had a ballad, this is it.
Is November Rain a hair band?
I don't
song?
know. And that's more of an epic opera.
Yeah, I had this debate with my daughter and my wife. They were like, November Rain's better song than Patient, like more of a hair. I was like, I agree. It's more Bohemian Rhapsody than
Then
Oh, it's our show, so there you go.
so
Okay,
womp womp.
Ballad of Jane by L.A. Guns.
Great song.
Let's
Play
play
it.
a
Yeah,
little bit
here
of
we
that.
go.
No one would ever know how much I loved you so. Now it all seems funny, kinda like a dream. Things ain't always what they seem. What is said? What happened today?
That's
They-
a great song.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
they're like second tier. The
Guns
hair
N'
band,
Roses?
right? Like no,
They
like
were
L.A. Guns. Like you
They
don't.
were a sleaze rock band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were something off of what Guns N' Roses first started.
Right.
Guns N' Roses first started with the guitar player from L.A. Guns and Axl Rose. So the guitar player from L.A. Guns is called Tracy Guns,
And he's an excellent
Right.
guitar player.
and he's fucking awesome. He's a
which
great
is where
songwriter.
Guns N' Roses
And
comes
then
from, where the
Axl
name
Rose
comes
came
from,
Rose.
right?
Yeah, but that was the big hit that they had. That was like a one hit wonder kind of thing. But they're a great band. Lock and Loaded was a hell of a fucking record.
Yeah, yeah. They kind of get, I think, like overlooked by just like,
because it's like that sleaze rock. Like they're not in a hair band thing, just as Guns N' Roses isn't in a hair band thing, in my opinion.
Right.
You know, LA Guns is like a sleaze rock band, like what
Yeah.
Ryan was saying.
Faster Pussycat.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of overlooked. Yeah. All right, the next song is the song that I fucking love, and that's "To Be With You" by Mr. Big.
Yes.
This was a big hit.
It's a happy song.
I let's play a little bit of it.
Hold on, little girl. Show me what he's done to you. Stand up, little girl. A broken heart can't be that bad when it's through. It's through. Think the twist of both of you. So come on, baby. Come on over. Let me be the one to show you. I'm the one who wants to be with you. Deep inside, I hope you feel it too.
All right, so I have a story from one of our listeners, my friend Bob McCoog. He used to work at Sam Goody with us. He messaged me like a month ago, just out of the blue on Facebook, and he was like, "To this day, whenever Mr. Big's To Be With You comes on, I still remember the one time we were playing this in the music store, and somebody asked you for help, and you just said, Excuse me, sir. I'm rocking out right now. I'll be with you when the song is over.
That sounds like you.
And I totally remember doing it. Like, excuse me, sir. I'm rocking out right now. I'll be with you in a moment when the song is
It's
over.
like the Empire Records like themes like coming
You don't
on, like-
understand the power of the record store, the power of the guy that works at the record
Right.
store.
Excuse me, sir. I'm rocking out right now.
Yes.
I'll be with you when this is. Generic 90s, late early 90s.
But dude, that survived Kurt Cobain. That song
That
was
was
around the
Yeah,
same
that's
time.
probably out. Little.
Another song that has no bass or drums.
And then,
Yeah. Never did anything else. Just, whatever. I just like it. What else is on here? Sister Christian by Night Ranger. Is this a hair song?
I don't know. I saw it on a bunch of lists and stuff.
At that fucking guitar part of it, it definitely has its hair.
I love
I don't
that
think
song.
the drummer had any hair on his head when he was on the drums.
Okay.
But,
I like that song a lot. I was like kind of, it
play
showed
the
up on
beginning of it. I really like it.
All right.
Going what you looking for. You know those boys don't wanna play no more with you. It's true. The motoring. Watch your price for flight.
I love
Yeah.
it. We all sat there, did the drum part in the air.
Yeah, dude, I just associate that with friggin' like Boogie Nights. That's the only like.
Yeah, that's so.
Yeah.
I remember the video of it. The girl graduating high school.
Yeah.
and she's riding off into the sunset with her friends.
I don't have that visual. I see like some like Dr. Octopus in his Speedo and some weird Asian guy throwing like firecrackers. Like,
Makes me think of the Grand Theft Auto Vice City. That was one of the songs that was always on the
music.
radio in the car.
That's funny. What else we got on this?
We got some Poison songs. We talked about them. Silent Lucidity by Queenstrike. That winds up on every one of these lists, man.
I don't know if I would
never.
put that. I don't know if I would put that.
This is more of a dark song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like a love song.
It's on every
me.
one of those lists, man. I've even like when this stuff was popular and you would look up the list. This was
It's
always
a
on
weird
there.
song.
Yeah,
I think it's
it's a
definitely
weird song, especially for them.
I think they try to sound like Pink Floyd on this.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think
that's a good call.
I think they really tried to be Pink Floyd
Yeah.
on a lot of their albums.
But if anybody knows the band Queensryche, it's because of this song.
Yeah,
The song is huge.
yeah. Even out of that album, it's probably not in my top
Empire.
5 songs.
Oh,
on that
Empire's
album.
hard.
Yeah,
That's
Empire was a great album.
what else we got?
Honestly, by Stryper.
I love
We have to hear
Stryper.
it. We have to hear it.
Here
Play
we
it.
go.
Honestly, I believe in you. Do you trust in me? Patiently, I will stand by you. I will stand beside you faithfully. And through the years, I will be a friend for always and forever. Call on me, and I'll be there for you.
They were like considered this like heavy band when they were first out. Like they were like on the thrash scene.
I don't remember too much of their other music. I might have to go listen. Like, are you down with Stryper, brother? Like,
Are you down with Stryper?
Are you down with Stryper?
I love Stryper. They have a few good songs.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
I remember them being.
It's happy shit, man. Why not?
Yeah, get down with Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus is fun.
I appreciate or I respect them like coming from that angle, and like metal and
Hey, everybody
and
needs
stuff
a
like
gimmick,
that.
man.
Yeah, right. And they all wore
They're
the
heavy,
outfits.
But the thing is, I think what was their like they had
Yellow and
scripture,
black.
yeah, yellow and black,
Yeah.
like there's something to the
Isaiah
scripture,
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
They
the
were
Bible.
creative. I don't know.
It was a
They
different.
worked
It was a
with
different angle.
Do you remember
Definitely.
they got away from the yellow and black and they went to blue and black?
Yeah,
They're trying to recreate.
they kind of had like jailhouse colors, like stripes.
Yeah. They were weird. Trickster. I got two
Yes.
songs on here. I got One in a Million. I got Surrender.
1 in a million.
1 in a Million.
This
All right.
is my
This
song.
Yeah, that was
I
on your short- that
love
was on your
this
short
song,
list.
dude.
I
love this song.
I love it too. But is it a ballad?
I don't know. That's why I didn't put it in my main list. But
Surrender is a ballad.
yeah.
I know that.
Can we hear a
Let's
little
hear-
bit
we
of
can
1 in
hear
a
both
million?
of
I'm
them.
going to play both.
I don't think it's that ballady. I think
No.
it's a great pop song.
It is.
It's a great pop song.
This is
They're
like-
a great band.
This is like my fifth beer drinking in my backyard, my little backyard. And I start doing I'm out there by myself, doing my little chicken dance.
I like
do.
it.
I love this
I like
song.
the song "Give It to Me Good."
Yeah.
That was a great song.
What's the other song that they had?
Surrender.
That was a good song.
That was a bad. That was
A real ballad.
I had
Yeah.
this album and I just remember
Yeah.
putting that on a mixtape for somebody. Here-
Play that.
All right, here you go.
Skip like
Tell me why we on this battlefield.
no, but they're
Oh, it's so
their lyrics
right.
are awesome.
Oh, it's
Loves the
total right.
Battlefield.
That's
But it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah,
dude.
they're
The
great. They're a
lyrics-
great fun band.
They were. I bet they are happy as shit that we're sitting here talking about them on our podcast. They would be happy to sit here and talk to us about anything Trickster.
What were you saying during when the song was going on?
When Def Leppard, their guitar player Vivian Campbell, when he had some kind of surgery that happened, became ill, Steve Brown from Trickster came in and did the tour with
Really?
them.
How
Yeah.
long ago do you think that was? I was like,
In the last 5 years.
oh, really? No kidding.
Yeah.
How about that? That's great.
Yeah, I'm on Steve Brown's Facebook.
I'm looking like they're on the Tricksters on Twitter. I'm gonna.
Yeah, they're
we're
on
gonna-
my Facebook too.
Oh, dude,
We're
they
gonna
were
follow
coming around.
them.
I'm gonna
I
go
do.
see
They
them.
don't come. They don't play down here.
they're from Jersey.
I know, but they play like mostly like they play in Massachusetts and shit.
Okay, maybe they're big in Massachusetts.
I don't know.
Massachusetts.
Maybe they're playing like North Jersey somewhere.
They're gonna play the Pony.
But they're a rockin' band.
Yeah,
We're
they're
talking
fun.
about them way too long.
Yeah.
we just Prisoners of Rock and Roll just followed them right now on Twitter as we're live. So they're actually playing this. Oh no, that was 3 months ago. Never mind. It was like
Where do they play?
They were playing at the they're playing the Harrisburg Midtown Art Center with Ace Frehley. It was actually on my birthday in March, so it was a while ago. Okay,
That would have been a cool show.
Yeah.
Trickster and Ace.
Absolutely.
so
I've been to that theater.
they haven't tweeted since March
Okay.
1st.
Well,
That's all right.
Yeah, we're good. Like
Yeah.
Ryan said, we're talking way too long about
I'll reach out to them see if we can get them on our show. So,
Oh, dude, that would be fun. We saw them at the Trocadero when we were kids.
Yeah, it was like an afternoon show, dude. It was like
It was a
fucking,
matinee.
Like, yeah, it was
they
a matinee.
fucking kicked ass.
and the show before the last tweet before that was in November of the year before. So they tweet about once every 4 months. So,
But that's
Okay.
good for them. At least they get out there every couple of months.
They're still
and they
here.
do it.
Right.
Yeah, dude. Fucking right. They're weekend warriors.
All right. I got a couple more songs on here. When It's Love by Van Halen. Is that a ballad?
Which one?
When It's Love?
Yeah,
Was that OU812? Is
Yeah,
off of
with Hagar.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
guess
a
so.
power ballad?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think they Van Halen was a power ballad kind of band.
No, that's my favorite Van Halen song. But
Is
I
it
don't-
really?
I don't think it fits.
That's my
in this.
least favorite Van
Is it
Halen
really?
song. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know why.
We have to do a Van Halen episode and have the Blue Meanie on.
Yes.
And,
I talked
like,
to him recently, and he's like, "Fuck yeah, I'll be on."
We
it."
Yeah,
did-
we gotta have him like sitting here for the whole
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, played Ain't Talking About Love the other night at McCusker's with the Citywide Special Band, and I looked up at the Blue Meanie to make sure he gave us the okay that it was good, and he had all thumbs up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
a good moment.
And I got 2 more songs on here. Is This Love by Whitesnake? This was on my list up until I sat down and set up all the shit.
It's
and then it was
really
like-
slow.
Yeah, it's not like the power ballad needs like the
little
big
bit more,
guitar.
Yeah,
And the,
it's not that it. David Coverdale is an amazing singer.
yeah.
Yes.
There's just something about this song. I like
Here we go.
Still
again.
the, I like Still the Night.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
that-
Yeah.
His vocal
Yeah.
on Still the Night is killer.
Yeah.
Dude, everything about that song's great. The guitars are great in that song.
You can still give it that rush.
Yeah, he's great. He was on my hairband list. But, and the last song that I had was Miles Away by Winger.
I don't know. I don't remember this song. You had it on the list.
No? Right?
No, I haven't. No,
Yeah.
keep on going. I love Winger, just like the guy on
Beavis and Butthead.
That was me.
I don't remember this song.
It's hard to tell what you're going through. You kept your feelings locked inside of you. Open your heart and chances are what you're feeling, I'm feeling too. Only just for a moment.
I just had a conversation with my friend CJ at the bar this week. We talked about how white Kip Winger's teeth was. Like, how white were they? They were so white.
Dude, I don't remember this song at all, though. Like, I mean, like, I
like
never liked them.
I like She's Only 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guitar ripping
Write
on that.
song today. But, dude, I don't remember that song. Winger was not my thing. I think they came on MTV, and like Ryan said, like the Beavis and Butthead moment, I just fucking walk out of the room or something.
Okay.
Not me. I was looking at the 17-year-old girls, 14.
All right.
This was a great episode, guys.
Yeah, man, this was a lot of fun.
It was
It was a fun trip down memory lane. So,
Yeah.
all right, man, let's move on to some music news. So, I've got 2 stories. I got one about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I got one about some music festivals. First one. So, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the fan vote is now closed. There was 5.4 million votes, and the top 5 vote getters were Duran Duran, Eminem, Pat Benatar, The Eurythmics, and Dolly Parton. Just a reminder that the fan vote is the biggest scam of all time. That means that after all these 5.4 million votes were cast, that the fans get 1 vote, and that ballot goes in with the other 850 people who vote. So it's like
It's a joke.
a fraction of 1%.
Good thing Kate Bush didn't win any. Get that
She
many.
did not.
You know what is so fucking funny to me, Bruce, that I send you all this Kate Bush shit on Facebook and like comes up on your feeds like, oh, suggested for you.
Right.
It's like all this Kate Bush shit, and I just keep on
Tag me
sending
all-
it to you.
And all these pictures, man, you tag me in, and all these people are like, she's amazing. And one of them,
outta here.
eventually I'm going to be like, can one of you motherfuckers please explain this to me without like somebody trying to kill
Dude,
me?
people question me all the time about the
Little
show.
Rich.
Why? No, just people in general.
Oh.
People don't even know. Oh, what don't you guys like about fucking Kate
Where do
Bush?
I
I'm like,
start?
she fucking sucks.
Ugh. She's
like-
ugly too,
And
man.
like a lot of this stuff, man, I said this with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame stuff. Like certain artists, like, oh, this person stinks or that. Like, I can get it. Like, I understand, but it's not my thing.
But I like
right?
the people who try to explain it to me. Like I'm not going to get it, dude. Trust me, I'm not. You're not going to win me over. The dark side's not going to fucking
Yeah.
take me over.
Okay. Oh, you know what? One other thing I did see was like Dolly Parton said if she gets in, she would accept. She would.
yeah, she's
now
getting it.
she's
Now
like,
she's
yeah,
getting
now
it.
she's
Yeah,
on the
she's
gravy train.
Yeah.
Now she's on it. She,
Yeah.
Whoa, HBO special.
Well, she's also not gonna.
Nah, she don't need it though.
She's not gonna buck.
Everybody needs
yeah.
a little something.
So, all right, man. So I got some music festivals. So Coachella happened. They were off for 3 years, and the San Diego Tribune said 750,000 people attended the 6-day music festival to see Harry Styles, Billie Eilish, The Weeknd, and dozens of other acts that I don't give a shit.
Oh, I would have waited in line too. Not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wait until the Fish concert happens.
Yeah, it was
That
over.
was 700,000 people. Easy.
Yeah, for one. Yeah, easily for 3
a
shows.
weekend,
For 3
for-
shows,
yeah.
not 6 shows. This is 6 shows.
Yeah, it was 2 weekends.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, Fish will kill that.
Yeah, they'll
And
kill him.
then, all right, and then the Stagecoach Festival. So I listened to the Highway on Sirius a lot, the country music station. They were making a huge deal about the Stagecoach Festival. So that was out in California, April 29th to May 1st. It's mostly, like Luke Combs and Carrie Underwood, but
No, I don't know.
Smokey Robinson also played. But the thing that circle back was that Carrie Underwood got out and she played, and she had a very special guest. Axl Rose came out.
No
I
way.
saw pictures of that this
And
week. She did
played-
2 songs, right?
And they did Sweet Child of Mine, and they did Paradise City. I guess she was wearing like a Guns
She
N'
had a Guns-
Roses
also-
shirt.
yeah.
And she was like, oh my God, this is the greatest day in the history of
Good for
my
her.
I have not listened to this yet.
Neither have I.
So-
I read about it.
I'm going to play it. This is Carrie and Axl Rose doing. And Axl Rose looks like he slimmed down a little bit.
Okay.
He's like cut his
We
hair.
just saw him. Oh, that was like last year.
Yeah,
That was like last
All
July.
right, here's a little bit of them doing. And if this sucks, we can try Sweet Child of Mine.
This is their video.
Yeah. Axel can't hit that shit no more.
She's so
Get the
hot.
fuck out of here.
I'd give it up to her. She's hot.
She's a clown.
No. She has good taste, dude.
Her weight goes all over the place.
That's a big deal, though.
Yeah.
That's big for Axel to get up there with with
Dude,
her.
he's fucking.
At least he's not up there with Billie Eilish.
See, I don't know anything about her. I put her in the same category.
Well, no, she won like American's Idol.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she
I don't know
like
anything about
yeah.
her.
Dude.
She's a big deal, man. For like
Okay.
country music, she's probably one of the biggest singers in country.
I'll take your word for it.
I'll go see her in concert.
Let's see what Sweet Child of Mine sounds like.
That'd have been a cool moment to be a concert goer.
Yeah, to see Axel.
See Axel do anything. I just always when Axel shows up, it's like Bigfoot shows up.
Years ago, I would agree with you.
know?
Years ago, like if this was 10 years ago, I'd agree with you 1,000%. The thing with Axel, he doesn't do things on the spot, so they definitely rehearsed. So that's fucking cool too. They got to rehearse because he just doesn't do things off the cuff.
And it
why
also
not?
exposes him to a completely different.
I don't know.
Maybe-
Guns N' Roses is Guns N' Roses.
Maybe he's gonna cash in on the country vibe.
Crazy not to.
Maybe he'll come out with a country album.
Yeah.
Anything would be good. Just put an album out,
yeah.
dude. Stop putting these video game songs out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, man. So that's music news. Second thought. So we got a couple of really nice emails from Josh Law. He's the owner of Boldfoot Socks. He emailed us out of the blue and was like, "Hey, man, I found your show and I was binge listening." And we went back and forth over emails a couple of times. He was like up to our U2 episode. He had like just was going, started the beginning. He was emailing me
Thank
like,
you, sir.
he
Yeah,
was like,
awesome.
his vote was for the Stones over the Beatles. He
Nice.
was
Taste.
going in order. And then he mailed me a pair of socks from his company, like
Awesome.
a pair of dress socks. I'm actually wearing them right now, man. They're like,
Let me see them.
They're awesome. Check it out. They're really
Nice
stylish.
socks.
They're comfortable. Yeah, man.
They're
It was
his
just
favorite
really cool that he.
Why didn't I get a pair of
I,
socks?
here, do you want mine? You can.
No, not that you
they're
wore
worth
them.
they're worth more
No.
now. Really, really cool that he just kind of reached out, and listened to us, and he's going to be advertising on Pantheon now. that
very
he
cool.
enjoyed it
That's
so
great.
much, so it was
Welcome
cool.
to the family, pal.
Yeah, man. So I got a couple other second thoughts. I was saying to the story to you guys, we were setting up all of our stuff, but I was on vacation last weekend down in Virginia with some of my friends, and I was sitting by the campfire, and my buddy's son, who's 14, he was like, "Hey, I heard you have a music podcast," and he was asking me all these questions about like, do you listen to Eagles of Death Metal? Do
They're
you?
awesome. The Eagles of Death Metal are awesome.
And I was like, "No, man, I don't listen to it, but I remember the story." And we just started. He's like, "Well, what do you do your show about?" Blah blah blah. And then his mom was like, "Hey, maybe Bruce can give you a sticker." So I gave him a sticker of the podcast. And a couple of days later, I was playing softball with his dad, and his dad was like, "Dude, he had us listen to your show the 7.5
That's awesome.
car ride home all the way from Virginia. He binge listened and he was eating it up."
I'm glad we watch our language.
Yeah, right. And I did say to him when he was
Maybe
like, "I'm
we
going to listen." I
teach
was
him a
like,
word
I'm like,
here and there.
Yeah, we
I'm
teach
like,
him a word.
I
I
gotta
was
teach
like-
him something.
I
Come
did
on,
say,
Jim,
like, I did say, excuse the language when you listen to us, but it was like, we've all had these kind of moments where like, somebody comes up to us and says like, "Hey man, I listened to your show."
Always great.
And it makes you feel so good.
Yeah,
It was
because
just really cool.
this is really like a glorified hobby.
Yeah.
Sure.
And we have such a great time doing it. We
Yeah.
get together at my house and we sit around and we do the show, and I think we capture something different, and I think we could have something to give the people to learn.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's a doctor and he travels all over the world, and I told him how we have listeners in New Zealand and everything. He's like, "You have to understand where they're from. You're an expert on
Oh, wow.
American music."
Right. Sure. Yeah, right. Like Omar.
Yeah.
That
We're,
dude's
we're
always
like experts to him.
Sure.
But it's great though with this kid listening. It's like maybe we can convert, like get him like a new generation. That Kate Bush sucks. Like we'll still get him to like carry the flag.
I think he'd be good on his own to know that he.
Yeah,
Kate Bush
like,
sucks.
he's an old soul. He listens to a
Nice.
lot of like old the Forrest Gump soundtrack. He
Oh,
loves.
very cool.
So,
Yeah, he likes
we
60s
let him
and stuff, yeah.
let him fire up some music and like when we're out camping and
Very
stuff,
cool.
and he's always got a good. So it
Thanks,
just made me
little
feel
buddy.
really good, man. That he was like checking us out at that age and cared what we had to say, and sorry to my buddy Jim had listened to us for 7.5
Jim.
hours. So he did say that we sounded very professional.
Oh,
on the
thank you.
radio,
Oh,
so.
Jim, keep on rocking,
So
dude.
I had another second thought. So while I was in Virginia, and I messaged both you guys, I ran into the warden.
No,
I thought
you
he
did
was
not say
stalking
this.
you. I saw that. I
So-
was like, oh, is he stalking you?
We checked in down to Williamsburg, Virginia, and he messaged me that he's a truck driver and his route takes him down there.
That's awesome.
So he was able to spend the night, and I ran over and I picked him up, took him over to the campground for dinner.
I'm sure he
and
loved
he had some questions about where we trashed his Death Cab for Cutie tattoo last week.
Well, Rob, you bring it on yourself when you have a bad tattoo,
So-
my friend.
so-
But I have a great idea for your new tattoo, sir. You hear it here first. Rob, on your forearm, across that writing you have, we're just going to put a truck, like your truck that you drive for
Dude,
like,
he should
Walmart.
he should get the Smokey and the Bandit truck. That'd be super cool.
That would be even cool, but you need a truck, like
yeah,
a
get the
cab,
truck. Yeah,
like truck
yeah.
cab.
And have that Western. Rob, you heard it here. You need to get that.
We're here to help. All right. The electric chair.
I got one.
What do you got?
Let's do sticks.
Yeah.
You come sail away, Renegade. What do you want?
Let's do sail
Mr.
away.
Roboto. All right.
No, Mr. Robato's actually pretty cool.
All right.
When we were sitting here talking about damn Yankees, it came to me, hey, Tommy Shaw was in Styx. Tommy Shaw was the only cool thing about Styx. So Styx was in my head for the last 45 minutes about doing them to be in the electric chair.
We could put all Styx music in the electric
Yeah,
chair. as
the
far as
song
I'm
comes
concerned.
This
Sail
is just
away.
represents one of it.
Ugh.
Sticks makes me want to stick my head in an oven. And
Let's get to the. Do they have a rocking part? I know this beginning.
yeah, we can just skip
Cartman
over.
does the beginning. We know this.
That's awesome.
this song's 6 minutes long, too.
Lord,
This ain't no Grateful Dead song.
No.
this is
This
horrible.
is crappy enough.
This is like
Yeah.
shitty Rush. Right? It's
Yeah,
like
there you
that
go.
same kind of
yeah,
like
it's shitty Rush.
right? Like
Rush wish they could be. I mean, yeah,
Sticks.
Rush wish they could be Sticks.
What's funny? I thought
That's out there for Ron. Ron wore a goddamn Rush shirt to McCusker's gig. the
But I
other
think
night.
we all like Rush a little bit more than when we did the Rush episode.
Yeah,
right?
I do more drugs to that album. I know what it's about.
I thought the song "I'm Your Captain" by Grand Funk Railroad was a stick song, and as I was looking that up, I typed in like "I'm your captain" and it said like, "All right, I'm getting closer to my home," and it said I autocorrected, "I'm getting closer to sticking my head in an oven."
Oh,
so
jeez.
this is
This is just awful.
Yeah.
Kill it.
yeah. All right, here
Do
we go.
it.
Flush it down the toilet. Do something. Make it end.
We sentence you to death.
Come sail away. Come go away.
That's one of the better electric chairs we've had in a
Go
while.
away.
Yeah.
I know. It just came to me.
You're smart.
That's up there with
I'm
like-
having my moments this week.
Yeah. All right, man. So that's it for episode
Yeah.
40. Please follow us on your favorite podcast platform. Visit us on social media. Check us out at prisonersofrockandroll.com, or you can shoot us an email, prisonersofrockandroll@gmail.com. There are links to all of that stuff in the show notes. If you want to hear more power ballads or get some ideas for a mixtape for your boyfriend or your girlfriend, We publish a Spotify playlist that goes with every episode. There's a link to that in the show notes as well. Also, all three of us, man, we just want to say thank you to everyone who's listened to us. Like we said, 40 sounds like some sort of milestone to me.
I think it is. Like we said earlier.
No,
Yeah,
definitely.
it is, yeah.
We know why we were having fun, and I know that people are listening. So we're going to keep on doing it until people stop listening.
Yeah, I mean, 50 will be another, 20 weeks? So that's
I wonder what the show's going to be. We'll have to talk.
Yeah.
Oh, we have
figure-
Rob jump out of a cake.
Yes, we'll have the warden on for their 50th episode.
50th
You hear
episode.
it now. The warden will be on our 50th
He'll sing
episode.
happy,
He's gonna hold you to
like
that.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
We're going to make him get tattooed on our on air.
All right, man. So thanks for checking us out. We'll be back in 2 weeks with some more insight and entertainment.
Thanks for listening.
Keep on rocking. Peace out.
I'm just a prisoner.